December 22, 2020, 12 p.m. Moonlight County. Kevin looked behind as he was running to the nearest neighbor he had in the region. He reached into his pocket and picked his phone. He had his neighbor, Andrew's number on speed dial. He held the number 1 for a few seconds on the keypad of his BlackBerry. The phone dialed the number, but he heard a voice on the speaker saying, "The phone number you have dialed is not available at the moment." He dropped the phone. He could see Andrew's cabin in sight. He sprinted harder. The pain in his chest was unbearable as he ran onto the front porch and slammed into the door. "Andrew, Andrew." The thuds of the attacker's feet were drawing closer and closer and closer. Kevin tried the lock. "Andrew." He crashed his shoulder twice into the door, and it burst open. All he could see on the inside was black. He tried the switch for the lights. Nothing happened. He dashed into Andrew's bedroom. A police pickup truck stopped outside, and the police officer approached Andrew's house. Samson hid behind some trees nearby. The police officer walked onto the porch and knocked on the door, and it opened. Strange, the police officer named Henry thought. He walked in and looked around a little and didn't see anything out of place. "Andrew, are you around?" There was no answer. He should remember to keep his door locked next time. The police officer walked to the truck and sat for 3 minutes listening to one of his favorite songs playing on the radio. Kevin found Andrew's laptop on the bed and turned it on. "Maybe I can send a message on Twitter or Facebook for someone to come help me." The home screen appeared and he double-clicked the Google Chrome icon. He typed www.facebook.com, but the page didn't load. He clicked the Wi-Fi symbol on the taskbar and it displayed the message, "Not connected." The pickup truck drove away. He heard someone run onto the porch and open the door. That must be him, thought Kevin. I need to find a way out. He waited by the window in the bedroom. As Samson was pacing through the house, he saw sunlight streaming in under the door to Andrew's bedroom. Kevin heard Samson bump into something. He picked the wooden chair underneath the windowsill and broke the window as best as he could. Then he leaped out of it, cutting the bicep of his right hand on the remaining pieces of glass on the window. He sprinted as fast as he could. He turned and saw Samson land on the snow. He was running out of breath as his attacker caught up with him. That guy must be an ex-commando or something. Samson neared Kevin and leaped into the air, crashing into his back, pinning Kevin to the ground. "Please let me go," said Kevin. "Not until you give me what I want." Samson cuffed Kevin's wrists and made him stand. Kevin winced. Samson walked him towards the cabin and picked a chair at the front porch, then they circled to the back. He stripped Kevin of his upper body clothing. He placed the chair against the cabin and made Kevin sit on it. He pulled a piece of duct tape from his jacket and bound Kevin to the chair with it. His neck, chest, arms, knees, and legs were bound to the chair. Kevin shivered, his teeth clattering. Samson walked to the front and made a phone call. "Hello. Do you have him?" "Yes. I'm frosting him as we speak, so he'll be in the mood to do whatever we ask when you get here." "Good." Samson went to the back and took off the duct tape covering Kevin's mouth. "Where's the money?" Kevin didn't answer. "Help, help, help," he shouted. Samson punched him in the face, breaking his left cheekbone. Kevin spat blood. "Where's the money?" Kevin's bladder was pressed. He needed to urinate. "Can I use the bathroom?" he asked. Samson smiled and folded his hands. "Let's see what happens to you." He put the duct tape back over his mouth. Kevin couldn't hold it any longer. He urinated on himself, wetting his pants. Samson smiled at him as he watched Kevin's light gray pants turn darker in the waist region. 30 minutes later a car arrived. A man dressed in the same shade of black from top to bottom walked to the back. He nodded at Samson. Samson took off the duct tape covering Kevin's mouth. "Where's my money?" the man named Ollie said. "Go to hell. There's no way I'm giving them that money. I'm not giving up the upgrade and living I'm now enjoying," he thought. Ollie kicked him in the chest and walked to the front. He returned 2 minutes later with 2 shovels and handed one to Samson. "Strip him naked," Ollie said. But sir, he urinated. They're going to kill me, guys. Let me tell you where the money is hidden. Huh? You want to lie to us? Even if you're going to tell us the truth, we're still going to make you suffer. Samson made him stand and threw him to the ground. He knelt on his stomach and undid his belt, then he took off his trousers and underwear with Ali's help. They lay him face down on the snow and started piling it on top of him as he lay face down. His body went into shock and he convulsed. We better get him inside, otherwise he's going to die, said Samson. Ali went to the front and heard a car approaching their location. It could be the owner of this place, thought Ali. He sprinted to the back and said, Samson, let's get out of here. But he hasn't told us where the money is. Don't worry. I'll explain what we're going to do in the car. Andrew, who was driving a Mini Cooper, neared his cabin as he watched a black Cadillac Escalade speed away.